Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. We have Fantasy Girl and Claire back in action here, and we are here in Ishgard, or rather the Firmament to be more precise. And today we're going to be going over all the fates that we have here going on in the Firmament. So if you watched my videos before, please like and subscribe down below. But I like going through just little rundowns, like just explaining how things work in this particular game. I don't know, I just really like doing it. So today we're going to be going over just a quick look on how the fates work. So if you've played through the Firmament, you've helped out with the restoration, then you've already reached this point where everyone's celebrating. We are celebrating the rebirth of the Firmament and everything just coming to life here. So now that all the rebuilding is officially done and taken care of, we now have what are special fates. These are fates that take place every once in a while. I think they take place every 2 days and every couple of hours. So you can get 12 fates runs like during the whole day for that particular time. Both for Sky's Builder scripts as well as for special tokens that you can exchange for special rewards. But I'll show you all exactly how that works in just a moment. So we are here about to participate in each one. So this is going to be the first one. It's called a Twist of Fate. So this first part is that we run until we come across these 3 pillars, like these 3 stages. So what this particular fate is all about is that we're going to be getting 3 figures standing on each one of them. They're all kind of dressed up for the occasion. So here they are. So we have a Mughal, first of all, and this next one we have a Chocobo, and finally, they haven't appeared yet, but the final one is going to be in the form of a pig. So what this particular fate is really all about is, you see the little emotes down here at the bottom. This is actually part of a gate that you can actually do at the Gold Saucer. Each one of these 3 is going to be striking a particular pose, and you just have to copy them. And that's pretty much all that you really have to do for this fate. So an easy way to remember is the Mughal, the one dressed up as a Mughal. You will always be doing the Manderveld pose. And you can see that in just a moment here. So this is the Mighty Mughal. You just have to do the Manderveld pose. It actually appears right down there below you. So it's pretty easy to remember. As for the Chocobo, they point. So all you need to do is point just like they're doing. And then finally we have the Piggy here where they do a lookout. So you just have to perform the emote lookout whenever they do it. So you actually just go through it at first with all of them as they explain all the rules, just in case you don't know about it. But after that, that's when they're all completely random. So you just have to keep an eye on those, and when you see them performing their specific emotes, you just have to copy them. So I'm just showing real quick what those look like. So the fates themselves really don't take too much time. It's really them explaining how everything works that does take up a lot of the time. But basically, all these fates last about 30 minutes altogether. And you just keep on doing that until it fills up. Yep, so it looks like we have everything there, and you get the fate presents. So you get about 100 Sky Builder scripts, which you can go ahead and spend at the usual place. But for the presents, it's actually kind of random what you get. Most of the time you will be getting fate tokens, which you can exchange for other rewards here in the Firmament. But other times then you can get special rewards and items that may be otherwise difficult to get. And I think they range everywhere from mounts to minions to gear and all sorts of other stuff. So just keep an eye on that. Alright, so now we're heading off to the second fate, which is actually right here, just right outside where the Sky Builder's board is. And out of all of them, it's probably my favorite just because it's the cutest. Yeah, and you can probably see those great big orbs appearing right above everyone's heads and then cracking open. That's the special effect that you get every time you open one of the Fate presents. So I'll show you real quick what those look like once we're all said and done. Okay, so this next one is called Made of Softer Stuff. So we have these special workplaces where you create the stuffed toy materials. So basically you kind of sew together everything to create these giant stuffed Mughals. And yeah, you have an entire, I guess, mob of Mughals like running through the streets here. And it cracks me up. It's just so funny looking at all these giant stuffed Mughals heading down the road. And I don't know how they're able to fit all of them inside those little wagons. I really don't. But yeah, you just have to run to one of the workstations, work on that until you finish crafting your giant Mughal. Once everything has been crafted and put together, you have the giant stuffed Mughal appearing right next to you. Once you interact with it, that's when you can lift it up over your head. So as you can see, we finished creating it, and now we lift it up and have to transport it. So once it's all finished and built, like we have here, we just have to run back down the street to where the wagon is, and we just pass them off. And we just continue that until the fate is done. So I think we can just go ahead and skip a little bit ahead. But it's just really funny seeing this whole giant flood of Mughals just racing down the streets. Seriously, what do they do with these giant Mughals? And there's no need to actually continue on any further. I do know like some people like to carry the Mughals away just for the effect a little longer. But we're heading back to where we came from so that we can continue on with the third fate, which is called Shear a Yak. Yeah, it's a lot more interesting than what it sounds like. So we just head back to where those three platforms are, those three stages, and we just have to wait until the fate starts, and that's when a giant yak is going to appear, the same kind of yaks that we see across the Western Highlands. And then basically we take the giant cannon that we've been using in the diadem and we shoot the yak. It doesn't hurt them apparently, but it just blows a lot of wind at them, which blows off chunks of hair. And then we just have to gather those up. So I'll show what those are like in just a moment, once they finish explaining the whole thing to everyone else. There we go. So always remember to join fate just in case. And we have our giant yak friend, and we have the emote down below where we just shoot the cannon at it, and that knocks off 3 bundles of yak fleece. So it's always going to be in 3 chunks, so you just have to run around and pick up each one of them. And once you do, yeah, so you can't fire again until you get rid of the fleece you already have. You just run down here to the chirpy chocobo, and you just pass those off. Then once you're done, you just head right back here to the woolly yak, and it just starts all over again. So there's really no particular advice that I can really give. You just shoot, gather, and then drop them off. And you just continue doing that over and over, and you slowly fill up the bar there. And usually you can get around, I would say around 5 to 10. At least that's the usual amount that most people get. But we can go ahead and speed up. But it looks like we're done there. So next up, we're moving on to the next fate, which is going to be taking place as the Toy Hunter. Yep. So it's actually all just right up here, right outside of the Abdicus. So this one is also pretty easy. It's going to be kind of guess the box and see if there's a toy inside, and if it is, you just pass those on just like you did before. However, if you guess wrong, you get turned into a pig. And I'm not joking there, that's legitimately what happens. Okay, so right up here, we're going to have 3 presents appearing both in the north as well as the east and south. And you just have to pick one of those presents and hope that inside you have a toy. Once you have the toy, you just pass it off, and then you just keep doing it back and forth until the fate is over. So if they will just hurry up and appear. Yeah, I don't know why. This one always seems to... It feels like the longest for this one. But okay, so you just join the fate, and there's the present. So let's see what's inside this one. Yep, so we got lucky right away. We were able to find the toy. So we just have to run down here to where the Perky Piggy is and just pass over the Gale Kitten toy. Now we just go back up and we see if we can do it again. And for this one... Yep, so it was the wrong one. So we get turned into like one of those little piggy minions. Don't worry, it only lasts a few seconds. So we just have to try again and hope we get it right, which we did. So with all of these fates, all of them are all pretty easy to understand. They're all really easy to understand, scratch that. And it's really all about just diving in there and just trying to get it all done as fast as possible. Usually there is a really big crowd here kind of fighting over everything. I do know that it's also been a little while since everything is kind of first came out, especially since the release date of part 1 for 5.5. And so the crowds have died down somewhat, but I do know that there is always going to be at least a small crowd going on just on the off chance that they get something good from the paid presents. So that's all taken care of and done with. We can go ahead and just skip a little bit ahead. And it just slows up slowly. So we got about, looks like 9 here. Okay. So just like with the other fates, it's all very easy to understand. The mechanics are very simple, and it's all about just getting it done as fast as possible in the short amount of time that you have. So this one here is actually going to start off in like the main square. And it's all basically just passing out presents to everyone. So let's just wait for everything to start. There we go. So presence of mind. So as you can see, we have a series of different colored presents. We have pink, yellow, and orange. And depending on which one's glowing, you just go to that one first. Alright, so basically there's going to be about 6 different people that we have down here that you just have to pass the presents off to. And depending on what color, that will determine on which one that you go to. So for this one, we have the yellow present. So we just pick that one up from the chocobo here. And we just take it off to one of the 6 special NPCs that we pass it on to. So for this first one, for example, those specifically go to the merchants. So we have two merchants. We have the Ishgardian merchant and the foreign merchant. And you just have to pass the present off to those two. After completing those two, you just have to head back, and then you'll see that one of the other presents starts glowing. You just go to them. In our case, the pink one is glowing, so let's go ahead and grab one of those. And the pink ones are easy. They just go to the children. So you just have to look for one of the two kids. We have the Firmament boy and the Firmament girl. So these are young kids. You just have to pass them on to it. These are probably the easiest to remember. We go back and collect another one, and we'll just pass it off to the second child. And once we completed two of those, we run back for the third and final color, which is going to be the orange one in this case. So again, these don't go in any specific kind of order. I'm just going in the order that I'm getting right now. So for us, we have to go over and pick up two of the orange presents, which, as you can see here, says specifically for artisans. And of course, there are two artisan NPCs down this way. So there is the Sky Steel Engineer. Pass the orange one off to them. And then you just race back for the second one. So the other one, I'm pretty sure, is the Stonemason. We'll be able to see that in just a moment. Yes, the House Durandale Stonemason. Okay, so as you can see, that's all 6 of them. And really after that, you just have to just go back there and just complete the moments until everyone is... And really after all that, you just have to race back and forth until the fate is done. Like I said, all of these are very easy mechanics to remember, and it's really more about having fun, I suppose. So once you finish off all of these fates, once everything just counts down to the final minutes, that's when the fate celebration will officially be over. But again, they do start up every couple of hours, every couple of days. So every 2 days, and on the 3rd day, that's when they start up the fates again. And they take place every 2 hours, so you get 12 of them in 1 day. So you have plenty of time to be able to try them out and just see if you can get more Sky Builder scripts or special rewards. So let's just finish skipping off through there. And there we go. So that is all of them. So now that that's taken care of, we can just go ahead up here and let's just have a quick look at the present. So there's the fate present. So let's try opening this one. As you can see, they pop open, and this one held the fate token. You'll get a lot of fate tokens, which again, you can exchange for various rewards. But not always are there going to be tokens in there. Yep, just like this one. We have the Peace Lover's Attire. So I don't think I have that particular one yet. If I do, I'll let you know. There we go, another fate token. Sometimes you do get mounts or minions and various other rewards, which you can usually sell off. Yep, there we go. That's the Antelope Stag Horn, which is a mount. Unfortunately, I already have that one, so not really a big deal. And is that all of them? Nope, we still have a couple more. And I'll show you what the rewards are in just a moment once we're done here. Okay, that's all of them. And I just want to see what she looks like in the peace tire gear. I really do. Okay, so we have the hats. Where is it? There it is. Okay, chest, hands, legs, and feet. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Not bad. I actually think she looks really good in those. Kind of like a hippie, like North American kind of look. I actually kind of like it. Anyway, so for the rest of the Fate tokens, you just head on over here. How many do we have all together? About 17. Okay, not bad. So we just go to the script exchange, and we have Fate tokens down here. So you can go ahead and exchange the tokens for just about anything. We have the Peace Lover Attire Coffer, which we already have. The Staghorn, which we have. We have some housing items, some dyes. We have a lot of materia. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that we really need to know about the Fates. So does anyone out there have any questions? If you do, just drop a line down below. I'll be happy to go ahead and answer those for you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that should be everything for right now. Well, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this little introduction as well as a walkthrough of how the Fates work. So until next time, everyone, take care, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the Fates. Bye!